Howdy folks, Creepy Kentuckian here with you again from DEADPIT.com. Today we got a change of pace. We all know it's Halloween. There's some Halloween havoc going around right now. But this is not a horror movie. I know, it's October, you're DEADPIT.com, you should be reviewing horror movies. But we're going to take a look at a couple of non-genre movies that I really think you guys need to pick up. This first one was a staple of my childhood on HBO. I've seen this movie many times, but this is the very first time I've seen this in probably 10 or 15 years. So I was a big fan back in the day, but it'd been a while. And our good friends at Kino Lorber Studio Classics recently brought this out, gave it some deluxe treatment with a pretty slip cover, boys. Look at that. Blind Fury, director Philip Noyce, and starring Rutger Hauer as the blind man. So, if you guys grew up in the 80s and early 90s, you remember this movie. It was all over cable television. It's a lot of fun. Rutger Hauer's killer, like in anything that he's ever in. He's just one of those guys that's fun to watch. So, when I heard that they were releasing this edition on Blu-ray, I had to pick it up. So we're going to talk about it today. In this movie, Rutger Hauer plays a Vietnam veteran by the name of Nick Parker. He was also a prisoner of war for many years. And after he was blinded in the war, learned the magic of kung fu fighting. They never explained exactly what it was, but his walking stick in this also doubles for a samurai sword. Nick goes to visit one of his old buddies from the war, played by Terry O'Quinn, the stepfather himself. And Terry doesn't live there anymore. It's his wife and young son. Nick gets caught in the crosshairs of an attack on the family. His buddy Frank, played by Terry O'Quinn, is in with the wrong people, if you will, and they try to kidnap his son. So now the mother, which Meg Foster is in this very briefly, she freaked me out. She was in it long enough to freak me out. She was the mother who was killed, and now the boy is all on his own, and Nick finds it upon himself, blinded Nick, after he, beats up all the bad guys, to reunite father and son. At this point, it's like a road trip sort of deal. The son in this is played by Brandon Cole, who I was like, I've seen this kid before. What else was he in? So he was actually in at an older age in the TV show Step by Step. I remember his face from that. And he'd been in a few other things as well. So the relationship between Nick and the young son, Billy, is really like they kind of bond over this trip together and almost have like a father and son thing going on themselves. So this movie, though, like the bad guys are still after him. It's blind Nick and the kid up against the world, if you will. Everything culminates in Reno, where all of the drug lords reside. And the ultimate showdown between Nick Parker here and the legendary ninja master, Sho Kosugi, makes he's like the final bad boss in this movie. So Blind Fury is a lot of fun, guys. It's cheesy, has some action, kung fu, fights, choreography, comedy. It's a tongue-in-cheek sort of deal, of course. And it's a whole lot of fun. It's actually a high recommendation for me. I've always loved this movie. It'd been many years since I'd seen it. Kino Lorber Studio Classics recently brought this out. It does have an audio commentary with the screenwriter Charles Robert Carner and is moderated by filmmaker Douglas Hasdale, and a theatrical trailer. So not a whole lot of extras on this, but it is a great package. So this is a slipcover. The same artwork on the inside there. And a disc, boys. I gotta say the transfer on this was really, really good, though. I thought this looked great, the new transfer from Kino Lorber. It's only 86 minutes long, does not wear out its welcome. Rutger Hauer does a great job in this, as always. And it's a high recommendation for me. Check it out. Blind Fury is out now, and check us out over at DEADPIT.com.
Give us a thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
Hey everyone, it's your old buddy O'Curly Jones, and I'm here to talk about Dead Pit over at TeamPublic.com. They got some new fucking shirts out for you. You got the Dead Pit Radio, it's time to get spooky. You got the Rad Season, the Rad Pack. Halloween Havoc, can't go wrong with that. And some other great shirts like November 1st. You got Pit at Night and Born to be Rad, spooky. It just keeps getting fucking better and better, boss. Uncle Rad, now go on over and get these shirts now, because they're only there for a limited time, especially the spooky ones. So get them while they're hot. Right now, over at DEADPIT, TeamPublic.com. Do it now. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.